Right, guys, welcome to today's live stream. It is the Bulls up against the Ospreys, and we got a little bit of a delay at the moment as there has been light Loftus Versfeld, so it's not safe to play at the moment. And I've seen a little bit of hail as well on the pitch with the footage that they've just shown on TV. So not quite sure what is going to happen with this game, but they've delayed it with about 30 minutes now. So kickoff to be at around 3:30 today. And let's discuss this game while we wait for this game to start. It is unfortunately beyond my ability at the moment to show you the game or anything, because there is nothing to show because of the hail and the lightning at the stadium. So the game now, let me just write it here for you guys quickly. Let me see if I can put up a banner real quickly just to explain. Game delayed by 30 minutes due to lightning. We will forget the time when the Sharks and the Bulls played in that final. I think it was of the what was it? What competition? The Super Rugby something, and the game got almost delayed by an hour that day due to lightning as well. So the game is delayed by 30 minutes due to lightning at the moment, and expecting a massive Bulls victory today against the Ospreys. But you just never know. The Stormers did well last night against the Scarlets, winning a second-string Scarlet side very easily. And in Rian van Wyk there says, net weerlig. Gedink miskien Black Friday shoppers out dan nie het my hakke afgetrollie, sê Rian van Wyk. So it's only delayed due to lightning at the moment. They will probably resume in about 30 minutes time, kickoff scheduled for then. So that automatically means that the build-up for the Springbok game, I guess, will also be moved on about 30 minutes on my channel to accommodate the finish of this one. So we'll see how everything pans out. I was scheduled to start at 5 o'clock SA time with the build-up to the Springbok England game, but I'm guessing we can shift it for another 30 minutes. So it shouldn't be too much of a problem there. But again, like I said, I think today is going to be an easy victory for the Bulls. If you look at the lineup that they've got here, and the fact that there's not too many Springboks missing from this Bulls side makes it even better for them as a contest. And if you look at the backline that they've got here, Wanda Silesimilani at fullback, David Kriel and Stavino Jacobs on the wings, as well as Lionel Marpu and Harold Forster in the midfield combination, and then Chris Smith and Ambrose Papier as the halfback combination. It's quality all around here for this Bulls outfit. Similani now becoming a utility backline player for Jake White's team. We know that he is a great outside centre, but Jake White believes that if he wants to be a Springbok, he will have to be a utility back, and that's why we see Wandisile Similani at fullback today, with David Kriel, who's a natural fullback, moving to the right wing. He's an exceptional player under the high ball, and quality all around, and a great counter-attacking player. So it just makes sense to have a guy like him at the back as well, if they do decide to bomb him with kicks in the air as well a little bit later on. But Lionel Marpu and Harold Forster in the midfield, we all know how valuable this team or this midfield combination is. We saw how good they were when they played for the Lions together, and yet to have really got that type of cohesion going here at the Bulls. But I mean, with time, it is going to get better, and they will definitely get into a situation where they're going to rip the defense to pieces. And then Chris Smith, a lot of people said that he was very unlucky not to get a Springbok call-up or an SAA call-up at least. But he gets another opportunity along with another Springbok, Ambrose Papier, today to showcase his talent as well. That is the backline for them. And Alfie says, dit is op die oomblik net gedeeltelik bewolk, geen reën of donder weer, die son het nou net deurgekom. So that means we could have this game starting, like I said, in about 25 minutes from now. The forwards then for the Bulls, quality there as well with Elrich Lowe, WJ Steenkamp and Nizan Carr for the Bulls loose trio. Quality all around. Elrich Lowe trying to play in the number 8 jersey today. I personally would have played him on the open side flank because I would love to see in the future what him and Evan Roos can do as a combination. But today he is at number 8, and then Nizan Carr making his return to the Bulls as well now. The lock pairing of Ruan Orkia and Swanepoel, a very formidable one that's starting to grow in stature as well. We've heard that Ruan Orkia now have been announced as the new captain of the Bulls side, with Marcel Coetzee leaving for Japan. So congratulations to Ruan Orkia for his selection as the captain of this Bulls side, and definitely a call in the right direction, I would say. Really looking forward to see how this lock combination can grow in the future, and hopefully they can keep them together. I mean, there's a little rumor going around that RG Snyman will return to the Bulls after the World Cup. So imagine RG Snyman and Ruan Orkia as a lock pairing. And then the front row, Francois Klopper, Bismarck du Plessis, and Gerard Steenkamp. A very good front row there with Francois Klopper also now coming into the mix. Just one of many talented young prop forwards in South African rugby. Gerard Steenkamp has proven himself now a worthy candidate, and a great little loose net prop. Gerard Steenkamp is becoming as well for this Bulls side. And then another few comments coming in. Rensha Peter says Renlu Peterson, Dr. 5, and then Spiel Karnoch says Bebop Williams. So he's actually returned to the Bulls now after a stint away again in England. So for those of you who've just joined in, the game has been delayed by about 30 minutes due to lightning. The calls now coming in from the chat as well, saying that the skies are clearing up a little bit, and we should have the game start at 3:30 today. So in about 20 minutes from now, we will see this game start. And again, looking at the bench that this Bulls side we've got today, Jan-Hendrik Wessels, Simpiwe Matanzima, Morne Smith, Ruan Vermaak, Karl Brink, Zach Burger, Morne Steyn, and Marke Jansen van Vieren. Quality players in Jan-Hendrik Wessels and Simpiwe Matanzima, along with another good youngster, Morne Smith, coming through. Ruan Vermaak, the latest talent that has come or made the move to Loftus. Karl Brink back in the mix for the Bulls as well. Zach Burger, I felt, was very unlucky not to get a call up to the SAA side at least. And then the great talent of Morne Steyn to have on the bench. And then the utility back in Marke Jansen van Vieren as well for this Bulls side. So a really good quality side this is for the Bulls side. And we'll go through the Ospreys side, which is missing numerous internationals for this game today. Bebop Williams says, like my kar speel elke maand vir 'n ander span. Jy moet mooi kyk om by die regte span kleedkamer in te stap, says Bebop. Yeah, he left the Bulls, so he came back to the Bulls and then left the Bulls again, and now he's back with the Bulls. So I do get your point, Bebop, there as well. So, yeah, let's go and have a look at this Osprey side. It's like I said, quality players all around, missing in this Osprey side, like guys like George North, Alwyn Jones, Cuthbert, Thomas Francis, Lewis or Dewey Lake. There's so many. I don't know where to begin to really name all of them. So looking at this side, Max Nagy, Luke Morgan, Tian Thomas Wheeler, Kieran Williams, Keelan Giles, Jack Walsh, and Reese Webb. Reese Webb also the captain of this Osprey side. And if you look at it, I don't really make out any of the names. Luke Morgan sounds familiar. Keegan Giles and Reese Webb rings a little bell for me, but this is basically a second or third string Osprey side today. And if you look at the forwards, Karen Phillips, Scott Baldwin, and Tom Botha in the fourth pack, then Bradley Davis and Hugh Sutton in the lock combination, and then Ethan Roots, Will Hickey, and Morgan Morris. They're also missing Justin Tipperick, the captain of this side. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough game, I think, for this Osprey side. They've lost the last two. Then there was a draw and another loss before that, while the Bulls are on a 2-match winning streak. And before that, I think there was a loss and then another 2 wins before that. So it's 2 teams that find them on a different edge of the table, with the Bulls in 4th and the Ospreys finding themselves in, I think, 12th position at the moment. So a massive difference on the lock there as well. Let me see if I can quickly get the lock up here just to show won't be able to show it, but at least we can just go through it real quickly to see where it is at the moment. So it's not looking good for this Osprey side today. They do have a couple of veterans there, with Baldwin with 130 caps, Botha with 95, and Davis with 150, Webb with 144 caps, and then Morgan and Giles with 57 and 62 caps in their side. But they're definitely going to be tested on depth today, and it's not going to be an easy day for this Osprey side. So let me just see if I can quickly see where they're at on the locks at the moment. So yeah, the Bulls are in 4th place, and like I said, with 2 wins and 2 losses in a row. But the Ospreys in 13th position. Well, no, I'm lying. They are in, it's 16, 15, 14, 13th place, and 4 losses. 3 losses and a draw included in that list. So yeah, it's not looking too good for them. And then on the bench as well, Sam Parry, Reese Henry, Ben Warren, James Fender, Jack Regan, Ruben Morgan-Williams, Luke Scully, and Kai Evans for them. It's I'm not saying that this Osprey side will be a walkover, although I do feel that the first half might be a little bit tight, and then looking at the second half, the Bulls should just run away with this game. I did say that they will win this game by about 30 points plus today, so hopefully they won't disappoint me in that regard. I'm not a Bulls fan, but I'm a South African supporter, so I have to go with this Bulls side today, and hopefully they will impress us today here at Loftus Versfeld under the coaching staff of Jake White, and really looking forward to this game. So just put back there, game delayed by 30 minutes due to lightning. It's still about 15 minutes to go. So let's see there if we can add another banner. Kickoff will be at 3:30 now, and not at 3 o'clock, that like I initially said, at 15:30 SA time. Right, so yeah, let me know in the comment section, guys, who you think is going to win this game. Obviously, I do believe that the South African supporters here will definitely go for the Bulls, and then the ones that do join us here from the other side of the world, probably Ospreys fans as well. So kickoff starts at 3:30 SA time today due to lightning that was at the stadium, and expecting a wet Loftus Versfeld, which could maybe favor the visitors somewhat today. I was hoping for a very hot and humid and a very dry field where they can play some running rugby, because that is where the South African teams flourish at the moment, is when they're playing these guys that are used to the heavy fields, and it might just work out in favor of the Ospreys today. Who knows? But as a South African fan and a Bull supporter today, I'm expecting them to really get over the winning line very easily today. And again, we are probably going to move the Springboks game about half an hour later, as expected. We would have started at 5 o'clock SA time. Now probably going to start it at about 5:30 SA time, depending on how things go. But I will tell you guys a little bit more when we get to the halftime of this game. We also got a voting poll on the channel at the moment. We've got about 29 votes so far. I did put there up the Bulls to win by 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 20 plus, or an Ospreys upset. So we've got the poll at the moment. 47% of the people say that the Bulls will win this game by 11 to 20 points today. 27% have said 1 to 10. 13% have said 20 plus. And then 13% has also said that there will be an Ospreys upset today. So let me know in the comment section what you guys expect from this game as well. Like I said, I'm expecting a Bulls victory by more than 3 points today. Might be a little bit too high in the end, but you just never know. As we really would like to see the Bulls now really take this opportunity a little bit further and make something big out of this. And then I do believe that if they win this game, where will they be on the lock? Let's just see if I can maybe find out where they will be on the lock should they win this game quite comfortably. So the points table at the moment, can't seem to see the points, table points at the moment on this list that I've got. So there we go. So the Bulls on 24 points, the Stormers on 29 points, and Ulster on 30. So regardless of how much they win, the highest they can finish after this game is at about third place again. Kevin Thomas says, hello, go for big Bulls win today. Absolutely, Kevin. I do believe that we will have a massive victory here for them, hopefully. And yeah, it's almost like we've got that sense of the same thing that time when we played Benetton, you know, where we expected the Bulls to go over to Benetton and win that Rainbow Cup easily. And then we got a wake-up call at the day, and Benetton actually trashed the Bulls in that final. But this should be a little bit different. They are playing at home. They are at Loftus Versfeld, and they should come away with the win here. Jacques Groenewald says, my bloed is blauw. Die gaan ver wen. And let's hope that is going to be the case, Jacques. Like I said, I'm supporting South Africa today, and the Bulls are from South Africa, so we're definitely going to support them today. Again, a solid team that this Bulls side have selected for today's game. We can go through the team liners because I'm not sure. Like I said, I think kickoff will be at about 3:30 South African time. So let's go through the team lineup of the Bulls yet again. Wandisile Simelane, David Kriel, Lionel Mapu, Harold Foster, Stravino Jacobs, Chris Smith, and Ambrose Papier. Quality all around there. And I can see a couple of future Springboks there, maybe in Wandisile Simelane, David Kriel, and also Chris Smith, maybe in the near future. And then looking at the forwards there, we've got Elrich Louw, WJ Steenkamp, Nizan Kar, Rowan Nortje, Hanko Swanepoel, Francois Klopper, Bismarck du Plessis, and Gerard Steenkamp. I can also see a couple of Springboks here in Hanko Swanepoel and Gerard Steenkamp real soon as well. Then on the bench, Jan-Hendrik Wessels, Simpiwe Matenzima, Morne Smith, Ruan Vermaak, Carl Brink, Zach Burger, and Morne Steyn, along with Marco Janse van Vieren. A very formidable side. And Jan-Hendrik Wessels for me and Ruan Vermaak, along with Zach Burger, could easily become Springboks in the near future as well. Looking at the comments that came in, Kevin Thomas asked when Sharks playing against. So they will be playing tomorrow against Cardiff in Durban. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do the commentary on those games tomorrow, but I'm thinking that the Sharks will be able to pull that one off as well, because they are missing quite a few Springboks in that lineup, but they've been doing really well without them. So we'll see. Rian van Wyk says, as twee spanne daai punte het, wat is die volgende stap wat gebruik word? So Rian, I'm not sure, because they change it almost every year, you know. Normally it would be for bonus points scored, and if they still can't separate, I think it's the amount of wins that they've got, and if that is also equal, I think they start looking at your disciplinary record as well. Thijs Prinsloo says tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, absolutely. Thijs playing tomorrow as well as the Lions. So I think it's a 5 o'clock kickoff for the Sharks tomorrow on Sunday. So yeah, we're getting a couple of Sunday fixtures these days as well. I normally used to Fridays and Saturdays, so unfortunately won't be able to do the tomorrow one that's starting, well, is on a Sunday. Kevin Thomas asked, what's your thoughts on the Springbok game? So, yeah, the Springbok game is going to be an interesting one, Kevin. I did do a preview on that game and said we are missing 5 or 4 key players at the moment, along with the injuries to Lukanya Am and Andre Pollard. So losing now Cheslin Colby, Vincent Koch, and also the likes of Andre Esterhazen. It could be a tough day at the office for the Springboks, but in my heart, I believe that we can still pull this off. And realistically, it's going to be a close game, I think, with England maybe just getting past us at Twickenham. I mean, I always said at the start of this end of year tour that I'm expecting the Boks to win only 1 out of 4 games, and the England game might be one where we can get 2 out of 4 with the way that the Boks have played so far. They are doing pretty well as well. And Bebop Williams asked, "Wanneer skop it up?" So in about 8 minutes from now, Bebop. So the kickoff is scheduled to start at 3:30 and not playing at the normal time of a 3 o'clock kickoff. Then Thijs Prinsloo says Sharks playing tomorrow at 6:10 against Cardiff. Right, so this one has just been delayed a little bit due to lightning. It was delayed by 30 minutes at the start, and kickoff will then be at 3:30 SA time. So they are now crossing over to the live footage on the side of the field, so it looks a lot better now. And yeah, the kickoff will be at 3:30 now. So in about 6 minutes from now, it is kickoff time here at Loftus Versfeld. Kevin Thomas says, my score prediction for South Africa versus England, 30 points to 20. And yeah, that could be a very, very good score, actually. A 10-point victory for England over a side that's missing plenty of players. It's a reasonable score prediction, that one, Kevin. And then Biop says 5:30, Swiss in the Oda. Yeah, we normally had kickoffs at that time, didn't we, Bebop? So, yeah, looking forward to this one. Give me some score predictions there, guys. Let me know what you think is going to be the result between the Bulls and the Ospreys today. We are delayed by about 30 minutes, so the kickoff will be in about 5 minutes from now, as the scheduled time for 3 o'clock was suspended due to some lightning and hail at the stadium earlier. So it's cleared up nicely now, and the game should be starting in about 5 minutes from now, guys. So we will go through the team lineups as soon as the teams run onto the field. And like I said, I'm predicting this Bulls side to really floor this Ospreys side today without being disrespectful to them. They've lost a lot of key players for this game, as Wales are still playing Australia today, and you can't really, they're already struggling in the tournament as it is, and now having to lose so many players to the Welsh team lineup, they're definitely out of this one from my point of view. Biop says mag dalk baie hanteringsfoute wees op die Loftus wat die telling kan laer maak. Yeah, we have to agree with that one as well. Kevin says, do stream soccer World Cup games too. Unfortunately, Kevin, my knowledge on football or soccer is really terrible. I used to be really good at it when I was betting a couple of years back, but since then it's just been completely out of the blocks for me. Jacques Groenewald says die Bulle sal 55 wen vandag. Yeah, that's what I'm also expecting today. I'm expecting the Bulls to put up a 50-pointer against this Osprey side, Jock. So I think you're spot on with that prediction of yours as well today. Keep them coming in, guys. Do remember, I do have the poll up on the channel as well. There's about 51 votes now, saying about 45% saying the Bulls will win by 11 to 20 points. Ben Blaine from England is the referee for today's game, and let's hope that they have a decent one. I mean, we've had so many negative on referees over the past year or two. And I heard that the meeting between Russie and World Rugby went really well, and there's a lot of positives to take from that meeting that took place. And hopefully in the future, we will see referees actually getting punished for poor performances as well. And I personally feel that you must be allowed to speak your mind. A lot of people say it will be disrespecting the game. So there's a lot of opinions around that. And we'll leave it as it is at the moment. We don't want to go past what they want or they expect from rugby. But I do believe that a referee must be able to voice his concerns over a referee that's not doing it correctly. But they're left. Let's go and have a look at the Bulls team lineup one more time before kickoff. Wandisile Simelane, David Kriel, Lionel Mapu, Harold Foster, Stravino Jacobs, Chris Smith, and Ambrose Papier in the back line. Quality all around with Simelane, Kriel, and Stravino Jacobs. Plenty of pace in that back three with the combination of Lionel Mapu and Harold Foster dating back from the time when they were playing with the Lions should be consistent. And then Chris Smith and Ambrose Papier have been playing together for quite some time as well now. So they should be a solid halfback combination. Then in the forwards, we've got Elrich Lau, WJ Steenkamp, Nizam Carr makes his return to the Bulls, Ruan Orkia, Hanko Swanepoel, Francois Klopper, Bismarck du Plessis, and Gerard Steenkamp. Good to see Elrich Lau back at number 8, looking to get his place back in the Springbok setup, while Ruan Orkia will be captaining this Bulls side from now on, since the departure of their captain Marcel Coetzee. Then looking at the bench of the Bulls, Jan-Hendrik Wessel, Simpiwe Matanzima, Morne Smith, Ruan Vermaak, Carl Brink, Zach Burger, Morne Steyn, and Marco Jansen van Vieren. Plenty of talent on that bench to definitely cause some problems for the Ospreys. Then looking at the Ospreys side, Max Nagy, Luke Morgan, Tian Thomas Wheeler, Kieran Williams, Keegan Giles, Jack Walsh, and Reese Webb. Then on the forwards, we've got Gary Phillips, Scott Baldwin, Tom Botha, Bradley Davis, Hugh Sutton, Ethan Roots, and Will Hickey, along with Morgan Morris. And then on the bench, they've got Sam Perry, Reese Henry, Ben Warren, James Fender, Jack Regan, Ruben Morgan Williams, Luke Scully, and Kai Evans. So they're making their way onto the field now as the Ospreys playing in white today. Bebop says die reels kort aanpassing, dan kan ons almal aanbeweeg. Exactly, Bebop. Right, so Ruan Orkia now to lead out the Bulls here at Loftus Versfeld, and playing in their traditional light blue jerseys today is the Bulls. So looking forward to this game. We are about half an hour late from kickoff, but it's finally going to start now as the Bulls make their way onto the field. Right, so the Bulls now onto the field here, led up by Ruan Orkia as we're about to get this game underway. A strong Bulls outfit against a second string Ospreys side today. And like last night, for those of you guys who have been following, my friend is with me. He was sleeping now. I can't believe it. And so he is going to drink a shot for every try that the Bulls get today. And I will be drinking a shot for every try that the Ospreys get. So the same rules apply. This time it's just in favor of the Bulls for me. So let's get this game underway as it's the Ospreys to get this game underway for us. It's a high-hanging kickoff, well taken by Hanko Swanepoel, right on the 22-meter line. About 5 meters from the right and touchline. Ambrose Papier out to Gerard Steenkamp. Sets it up just inside the 22 now. Off the Bulls as Ambrose Papier now waits for it to come back. Now goes with the box kick over the top. The chase now coming from David Kriel. It is taken in by Ospreys now just up over the halfway line. It goes Max Nagy. Now they take it forward. Good run there from Will Hickey just up over halfway, right in the middle of the field here. It looks like the Bulls have snatched this one. Yes, Elrich Lau has managed to take this one now for the Bulls on the halfway line. Now it's Ambrose Papier back, Harold Foster. Nazonkar gets the pass out to Wanasila Samalani. Samalani straightens the line beautifully, but he's bundled into touch between the 10 and the 22 of the Ospreys. Stravino Jacobs just in front of Samalani there, unable to make that last pass and having to straighten the line there for them. A brilliant steal on the ground there from, was it WJ Steenkamp who made that steal on the ground. Beautiful from him. Then they spread it wide. Stravino just a little bit overrunning the angle there, and Samalani got bundled into touch. Right, a minute gone in this one, as they've stopped the clock here for an injury, it seems. So about a minute and 10 seconds gone in this one. It is going to be a throw-in now for the Ospreys as soon as this game gets back underway now. Right, so it will be a throw-in now to the Ospreys, and it's going to be Scott Baldwin to throw this one in here for the Ospreys. We've had about a minute gone, and there's an early substitution here for them as Reese Henry now makes his way onto the field for the Ospreys. A line out between the 10 and the 22-meter line, quickly thrown in by the Ospreys under pressure here. Early, just outside their own 22 now is the Ospreys, as Reese Webb waiting for it to clear. Gets the pass out to Reese Henry, has just come onto the field for the Ospreys now, just outside the 22. Reese Webb now looking to go with a box kick over the top now for them. Bebop asks, can you the ball game worked in? Absolutely, we will be doing that one, Bebop. The kick downfield, and Samalani now in possession for the Bulls now, slips and falls down on the run about the 10-meter line in the middle of the field. Now Papier back to Chris Smith, goes high up into the air. Nazonkar is chasing after this one. The bounce of the, well, not the bounce of the ball, but it's well taken there by the fullback, Max Nagy, who takes it up to the halfway line again. Now Webb, out it comes to Henry again, right on the halfway line. Webb, one more time now, goes to the center there, Kieran Williams. Webb again, back it comes now, and it's a kick downfield from Jack Walsh, a high-hanging kick off from him, and now Samalani has taken that in, goes to the kick downfield, looking for distance, but straight into the hands of the Osprey now. They are going to run this from just outside their own 22 now. A good little run from Nagy now, up to the 10-meter line of the Ospreys now. Reese Webb taking his time to get there for them. About 20 meters from the left-hand touchline here for the Ospreys now. Driven in by the forwards once again, as Reese Webb now waits for it to come out. Looks like he's going to go with a box kick over the top now for the Ospreys. And the high kick into the air. It's going to be well taken by Chris Smith on the 10-meter line. A good take there. And now Hanko Swanepoel sets it up on the 10-meter line again for the Bulls now. Slow ball coming back for the Bulls, however, as Embrus Papier with hand on the ball now goes with a little chip kick over the top. The chase coming here from Harold Forster. The bounce of the ball, kind for Forster as the Bulls get it back just up over the 10 of the Ospreys now. Norkia, a good tackle there from the Ospreys as Papier again. Back to Chris Smith now. Long pass out to Elrich Low. Here comes Nazonkar. Nazonkar out to David Krill. David Krill up to the 22. Cuts back inside. Just up over the 22-meter line now. Emrys Papier waiting for it. Gets it back now into the hands of Klopper. Klopper 5 meters inside of the 22 towards the middle of the field. Now Chris Smith going with a little cross kick here. It's going to work out. Oh! Just unable to get it was Stravino Jacobs. And it goes into touch here. 5 meters up from the try line. What a little cross kick there from Chris Smith. Just a little bit too low for Stravino. And in fact, he might have just knocked that ball on. Yeah, knocked it on 5 meters up from the try line. Was the advantage over though? 5 career appearances for the Bulls, yes, according to those stats. So it will be a scrum down to the Ospreys. 5 meters out from their own try line, about 5 meters from the right-hand touch line. Jacques Groenewald says die bulle gaan wen en die bokke ook. My blou is bloed en groen vandag. Right, so scrum down into the Ospreys, 5 meters up from their own try line here, as the Bulls nearly make their way over the try line there. Reese Webb to feed this one in for the Ospreys. We've had 5 minutes in this one. Scrum goes up again, so they're going to have to reset it once again. Another area maybe where World Rugby can have a look at is just speeding up the game from the scrums, as these resets do take up a lot of time on the field as well. So still scoreless here for about 5 minutes of play in this game. Reese Webb to feed again for the Ospreys. 5 meters up from their own try line, 5 meters from the right hand touch line. The Bulls need to be careful not to push too early here. The scrum at the back picked up now. Oh, it's another sloppy pass here from the Ospreys. But luckily for them, Jack Walsh have managed to secure this. And now Webb goes with a kick over the top. And now it's going to find touch round about 5 meters outside of the 22 for the Ospreys. Line out to the Bulls. 6 minutes gone in this one. 144 appearances for Reese Webb, the captain of this Ospreys side today. Throw-in now going to come from Bismarck du Plessis. The throw-in taken by Norkia now. Nazankar off the back now, gets the flat pass to Harold Forster on a loop around Emrys Papir. Chris Smith now, here it comes to Vina Jacob. It's a Milani, it's out to David Kriel, and it's straight time to the Bulls in the corner. But I think they're going to have to come back maybe for a forward pass there from Similani to David Kriel. But the try's been awarded, and unless proven otherwise, it should be the opening try of this game to David Kriel. 7 minutes played, and a great backline move from the Bulls. Let's just have a look at that pass. Yeah, it's a 50-50 call, so I think it will be in favor of the Bulls here. Similani there with the pass. Yeah, no, it's fair enough. I think that's going to be a try. So let's get that shooter ready for my friend to get. So try's been awarded, and it's going to be Chris Smith to try and convert it here from the right-hand touchline. So at least if you're going to drink it, I must pour it. So currently 5-0 with the conversion to come from Chris Smith. So there we go. He's going to have it. And that it's a beautiful strike. And it's 7-0. The Bulls leading Ospreys here. And what a start to this game. The Bulls showing intent very early on in this first half. David Kriel in the corner for the Bulls. So the restart in 8 minutes played in this game. And it's going to be Jack Walsh to get this game back underway for the Ospreys from the halfway line. 7-0. Jack Walsh with the restart. Then it's a high hanging kickoff. And it's been knocked on first by Hankus Swanepoel and then by the Ospreys as well. So it will be a scrum down to the Ospreys about 5 meters outside of the 22 of the Bulls, about 5 meters from the left-hand touchline. Moersebaas says, kom nou my koeie, wen hierdie Philistine. Well, interestingly enough, my friend's name is Philemon, so Moersebaas, you're going to love that one. 7-0, 9 minutes gone. And the Bulls have scored the first try of the game through David Kriel. So now it's Reese Webb to throw this one in for the Ospreys. Just outside the Bulls 22. Mr. Guru, what time is the Bokkies playing? So at 7:30 tonight. But we will start with the build-up at around 5:30. A scrum penalty for the Bulls from that one. And Bismarck doing some great work there for the Bulls. Penalty against the Ospreys. And a chance now for the Bulls to kick this downfield. Expecting the Bulls to dominate in every facet of this game today. After about 10 minutes of play in this one. That kick from Chris Smith is going to find touch right about on the 22-meter line of the Ospreys. A massive kick downfield from him. Yeah, both props fell down there. So it was a tough call against the Ospreys. But between the 10 and the 22 now, it's a line out to the Bulls. 10 minutes played in this one. 7-0 it is at the moment. And Bismarck du Plessis to throw in this lineup for the Bulls. It's going to go to the back and over the top, though, as Reese Webb kicks it downfield for the Ospreys now. Nobody at the back, though. He'll have to cover back now. He is going to get it. Runs past one. Gets past two. Still going up to the 10-meter line. Oh, he's knocked it on now. Here's a chance now for the Ospreys to counter. Will they get this ball back? As Reese Webb now waits for it on the halfway line. Goes to the box kick over the top. Looking for touch. Not going to find it. Finds Stravino Jacobs down to Similani, who's going to kick this straight down the middle of the field. Jacobs is chasing after it. A little slip there from the Ospreys. Just up over the 10-meter line of the Bulls now. Webb again to Walsh now. Walsh through the back to Williams. Here they come again now. Cut back inside there by Thomas Wheeler. And the Bulls have turned it over. It's Bismarck du Plessis now. Gets the pass out to Nazankar. Here they come again now. It's WJ Steenkamp. It's Harold Foster. Gets the pass out. It's Kwadasila Sabalani. Back on the inside to Harold Foster. Just up over the 22. Not held in the tackle. They get it out again. 5 meters out from the try line. Now the Bulls right on the left-hand side of the field. Can I get this ball back though? It is going to come. It's Ambrose Papier now to Elrich Low. Sets it up about 7 or 8 meters out from the try line. Another pick up and go from Honko Swanepoel now. Sets it up about 5 meters out from the try line. 10 meters from the left-hand touch line. It's Klopper who takes it up. Penalty advantage coming for the Bulls. Driven back there in the tackle though. So it's Klopper again. Pick up and go. Needs support now. Will the Bulls get this back? Papier waiting for it now. Gets it out. It's Harold Foster. Chris Smith on the loop around. Gets it out to Nazankar now. Nazankar looking to score. He's going to get it in the corner. Beats 2 defenders. And away is the Bulls for their second try of this first half. And a great little try there from Nazankar. Right, so the second try for the Bulls here, which means it's a second shot. And it might become a very long day here for my friend. So here we go. There's the glass. Take it and enjoy it. So the Bulls scoring their second try of this game. And Bismarck du Plessis started that whole move there. And it's a try for Nazankar. Still had a lot of work to do there. And first beat the first defender, then a second, and then went over in the corner for the try. A brilliant worked try there for the Bulls. 12-0. Chris Smith to try and convert this one here for the Bulls. Woodzebaas says, Bismarck still going strong. Nice. Right, so let's see what this conversion. Another difficult kick from the right-hand corner here. And this time it's not going to curl in. Goes towards the left of the post. So the scoreboard 12-0 at the moment after about 14 minutes of play in this first half. Brilliant stuff from the Bulls. 12-0, leading the Ospreys here after about 14 minutes of play. Right, so Jack Walsh again will restart this one from the halfway line for the Ospreys. Goes with a deep kick in this time round into the hands of Elrich Low now. He sets it up inside the 22 for the Bulls about 10 meters out. 5 meters out from the right-hand touchline here. Papier back to Gerard Steenekamp. Gerard Steenekamp takes it up to just up over the, just inside the 22. And now Papier looking to go with the box kick over the top. The chase is going to come from David Kriel now. And that's a perfectly timed A little kick over the top, but well collected in the end by Wheeler. And it's going to be a penalty against the Ospreys here. Obstruction from them in the air. So another penalty to the Bulls then. Hendrik, no noddy, says, Lekker Guru, the game comes alive without TV with you. Thanks, my mate. Thanks, Hendrik, for tuning in as well. Thanks to everybody that is watching at the moment. Another massive kick downfield from Chris Smith is going to set this one up inside the 22 for the Bulls now. Another opportunity for the Bulls to get another try. Well, it's round about on the 22-meter line. Sorry, so Bismarck to throw this one in from the 22-meter line on the right-hand side of the field. Right, the throw-in taken now. It's Emrys Papier. Flat pass to Harold Foster, who's going to need support just up over the 22 in the middle of the field. Now it's Norkia. Support there from Lionel Mapu. Papier again now comes to WJ Steenkamp. Steenkamp takes it up to about 10 meters out from the try line. Now it's Elrich Low. Got that ball on the back foot. Oh, he's rolling. Must be a penalty to the Ospreys, but the ref says play on. Now it's Bismarck again. Still about 10 meters out from the try line. Here's the Bulls at the moment. Now Norkia sets it up again towards the middle of the field now. It's Papier. Chris Smith tries to go on his own through a little gap. Not going to happen. As Papier again now waits for it. It's Norkia again, sets it up. The Bulls are losing a bit of ground now. 15 meters out from the try line in the middle of the field. Now it's, Emrys Papier tried to throw a little dummy there, and nobody fell for it. But the Bulls have still got possession. Now they've moved backwards to about the 22-meter line. Harold Foster will pick up and go. A little bit isolated here, but the referee's still allowing this to go on. 11 phases already by the Bulls now. Norkia back, it comes to Bismarck du Plessis. Bismarck du Plessis brought down quickly. Now Papier again. Lionel Mapu sets it up to about 7 meters up from the try line. This time it's going to be a penalty against the Bulls for holding on. And to be quite honest, it should have been a penalty long time ago against Elrich Low. And then again against Harold Foster for holding on as well. So luck favouring the Ospreys then in the end there. So about 8 meters out from his own try line, Walsh just going to kick this downfield and find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Ospreys territory. 12 points to 0. The Bulls are leading here at the moment. The throw-in out to come from the Ospreys, and it will be Scott Baldwin to throw this one into the lineup for them. Jumpers, Hugh Sutton and Ethan Roots, or Roots, taken well. Oh, it's been stolen by the Bulls again now. Papier gets it out to Harold Foster. Got a pass to Nizon Carr. Goes again, Harold Foster gets over the 10-meter line. Now going to need support though. Here is going to come Papier working the blind side now. Samilani cuts back inside, tries to spin through a couple of tackles. Not helped the first time right now. Close to the 22 goes the Bulls again. Chris Smith on the loop around David Krill now. Going again, working sideways. Oh, the Bulls have lost this. The kick downfield not working for the Ospreys. They pick it up eventually. And here they come now. Up to the halfway line goes the Ospreys now. Whip. Out it comes now. A chance here for Morgan Morris. Gets it out to Nagy. Nagy into a little bit of space. Oh, he knocks it on just up over the halfway line. And it will be a scrum down to the Bulls in the middle of the field. An opportunity for both teams there. First from the Bulls and then from the Ospreys. And not able to finish it off. Great tackle there from Nizon Carr, who I must say has been quite involved in this opening 19 minutes of this game. Great effort from him as Max Nagy knocked that ball on. 12 points to 0. It's a water break, it seems, here. And on a 20-minute mark, yeah, it is the water break here. And what an opening 20 minutes this has been. The Bulls leading by 12 points to 0 here. Tries from David Krill and Nizon Carr has brought this game to life for them. and looking really good at the moment is this Bulls side. Just remember that the Ospreys are missing a handful of Welsh internationals today. So what an effort from this Bulls side. We've seen some beautiful tries being scored in this opening 20 minutes. Great backline move leading to David Krill's try. And then even this on Carr's try, he had to do a lot of work to get on the outside of the number 14, Luke Morgan. So we've seen two very good tries in this one. John Santos says Bulls by 30 today. Yeah, that's more or less correct, I think, John. I think that will be the end result for this Bulls side today. So water break is over now, and we should continue with this first half now as the Bulls lead by 12 points to 0 going into the last 20 of the first half now. Remember, this game was delayed by roughly 30 minutes due to lightning a little bit earlier on. Grootste Global fan, as seen on TV, says one of the posters there. It is going to be a scrum down to the Bulls then, right on the halfway line in the middle of the field. How is Hanko playing? So far, he's had a decent game. We haven't seen too much in open play from him, but he's doing the hard work at scrum and lineouts and also in defense at the moment. Penalty advantage coming for the Bulls now. Ambrose Papier with the pass out to Chris Smith. Here comes Harold Foster now. The pass out to David Krill. He's got plenty of space. Goes a little chip kick over the top. He is going to collect it. Was there an early tackle? Let's just have a look. The referee says it's a knock-on from the Bulls, however, as Nagy gets it out, and it's going to be Walsh to kick this one downfield. Not going to find touch. Here comes Chris Smith now from the halfway line. It's Wandasila Samalani. Samalani now running, still going. Here's another chance for the Bulls. It's Davino Jacobs. Gets the pass out, and it's going to be WJ Steenkamp into the corner for the Bulls anyway. So the third try here for the Bulls. And suddenly, it's starting to look really, really bad here. It's 17 points to 0. And the Bulls scoring their third try of this first half, just up over the 20-minute mark. What a lovely day for rugby this is. As WJ Steenkamp, the open side flanker, gets the try for the Bulls in the corner. Third try, third shot. There you go, my friend. It's 17 points to 0 with a conversion to come from the left-hand corner here. And Chris Smith has had very difficult kicks so far. All three tries in the corner. But he's been successful with two so far. Let's see if he can get this one over as well. Well, it seems like the clock has stopped my side. Well, we are about a minute ahead. So let's just keep it that way until the try gets scored. The conversion gets taken over. So 17 points to 0 at the moment. And that one also not going to curl in. It's going to go to the right of the sticks. And the scoreboard will remain 17 points to 0. Right, so what a start here from the Bulls. We've had 21 minutes and it's 17 points to 0. Let's see the restart now from the Ospreys again. 19 or 18 minutes to go in this first half. Already 17 points to 0. Here we go with the restart taken by Ulrich Low inside the 22. Sets it up again. Well for the Bulls, about 10 meters out from the right-hand touchline here for Ambrose Papier now. He is going to go with a box kick over the top. Then the chase coming from David Krill and also Norkia. The ball is going to be won by the Ospreys here. As the referee says, there was a little knock-on from the Bulls there. Ruan Norkia knocking that ball in the air. But how good has Ambrose Papier's box kicks have been? He's been solid today as well. Yeah, David Krill and both Ruan Norkia also going for that ball against Nagy, who is struggling at fullback here at the moment. So 17 points to 0 at the moment. The Bulls leading the Ospreys. And it's going to be a scrum feat now to The Ospreys now re-swept to feed this one in. 17 points to 0 here between the two sides. Re-swept to feed it. They're taking quite their time at scrum time as both sides at the moment. 17 minutes to go in this first half. Another big scrum. Oh, and the Bulls get another penalty from that scrum, completely destroying this Osprey scrum at the moment. There was no way for them out here. Hendrik Nonodi says, I can remember many years ago in a rainy night when US was playing against Western Samoa, where he scored the winning try. That was a wonderful night. So Chris Smith now with a kick downfield, and he's going to find touch right about on the 22-meter line. Another attacking opportunity now for the Bulls. We've still 16 minutes to go in this first half. 3 tries to none. Penalties conceded, only 3 by the Ospreys, 1 by the Bulls so far, but the Bulls have made it count each single time. This time it goes over the top, and a chance now for the Ospreys as they make their way up to the halfway line, and still going as the Ospreys now up to the 10-meter line of the Bulls. A sloppy line out has cost us now, and controlling that ball is Morgan Morris now. Gets it out to Walsh, who goes with a little cross kick, but straight into the hands of Stravino Jacobs now. Stravino Jacobs goes to the kick downfield. That one is going to be taken by Natty at the back. Gets it back to Walsh, whose kick has been charged down, and into touch it goes. So it will be an Ospreys line out between the 10 and the 22 of the Ospreys. Well, it's not pretty, but it's working for the Bulls at the moment. Just that overthrown and nearly an opportunity for the Ospreys from there. But so far, the lineouts have been a little bit wobbly. I think the Bulls have already lost 2 lineouts already. Now another quick throw in here from the Ospreys. Re-swept, flat pass this time to Ethan Roots. Just up over the 22 of the Ospreys now is Webb again. About 20 meters out from the right-hand touchline. Goes to the box kick over the top. This chase is looking good from Morgan. It's going to bounce back into the field of the Ospreys now. They've got a bit of space on the left-hand side of the field, but Walsh decides to kick it downfield. There's nobody at the back here as Samilani has to travel back now. Oh, he's done well as he gets the kick away eventually, but straight down the middle of the field. Now here comes the Ospreys now will counter-attack. They've got an overlap this side. It's Morgan now. Morgan. No, he's got a beautiful pass out to Williams. Williams beat one defender back on the inside. It's going to be a try to Walsh. And the Ospreys are going to get a try here. And a really good effort from inside their own 22 to get that try. So 17 points to 5 with the conversion to come. A great effort there from Luke Morgan. I thought he blew it there, but it was the offload that made the difference there at the end. So the first one then to the Ospreys and the first one to me then. As it's 17 points to 5. Conversion right in front here. And Jack Walsh should get this one quite easily. 17 points to 5 with the conversion to come. Is this the comeback for the Ospreys here? Well, time is off on the clock at the moment. No, it's actually not. So we keep it on. The kick goes over, and it is 17 points to 7 now, with 13 minutes to go in this first half. A great handoff from Williams, and then the inside pop pass to Jack Walsh for the Ospreys' first try of this game. Oh, Gerard Steenekamp will look back at that one and ask, how did that happen? So 17 points to 7 with about 12 and a half minutes to go. And Jake White not happy with that try scored against him. The restart then taken by Williams now gets it back to Ethan Roots. Now the Bulls are putting this Osprey side under pressure now. 10 meters up from the try line. Have the Bulls stolen this ball here? It does look like it now. It's going to come back as Reese Webb now waiting for it about 10 meters out from his own try line. He's going to go with a box kick over the top, and that is going to be a beautiful touch finder from him all the way up to the halfway line. Brilliant kick from the veteran scrum half of this Ospreys side. 17 points to 7, 12 minutes to play in this first half. Bismarck du Plessis to throw this one in for them. 17 points to 7 at the moment. Just up over halfway now. Bismarck du Plessis with a throw in, finds Ruan Orkena Papier. Flat pass to Chris Smith. It's a beautiful break here from Lionel Mapu. Mapu still going. Now gets the pass out to Similani. Similani on the gas. Gets back on the inside. Is he going to get there? It's a try. Oh, is it a try? No, he's been held up over the try line. And maybe should have made the offload there. But I think they are going to go upstairs to have a look at this one. Not sure what the referees, has he made the decision already? Yeah, so it has been held up over the try line. Similani, well, just had to get the pop pass out there, and it would have been try for the Bulls. But what a break from Lionel Mapu, bringing him back. The Lions memories he and Harold Foster formed over the years way back. Yeah, it was a beautiful tackle there on Similani. As the Bulls now get it back, it's Elrich Lowe again now taking it up between the 10 and the 22-meter line of the Ospreys now. Another flat pass to Gerard Steenekamp. Sets it up just up over the 10 now. Chris Smith again. Oh, it's been knocked backwards by WJ Steenekamp. Chris Smith managing to recover that ball and goes with a kick downfield. Not really a nothing kick there from him. And Jack Walsh can send that one downfield to find touch just about between the 10 and the 22 of the Ospreys. The Ospreys survive another Bulls onslaught here. And Similani really just only had to pop that pass to David Kriel, and he would have been in for the second try. 17 points to 7 at the moment. It's a line out to the Bulls between the 10 and the 22-meter line of the Ospreys now. Throw in from Bismarck, finds Hanko Swanepoel now. Emrys Papier again, gets it out. Chris Smith, flat pass. Oh, I thought nearly intercepted, but here comes the Bulls again. There's on card, Chris Smith, Harold Foster. Oh, David Krill's little pass straight into one of the Ospreys players off the head, says the referee. Play on. So it's the Ospreys now in possession here between the 10 and the 22 inside their own half. It is Reese Webb now waiting for this one. Bulls taking chances with some flat passes there that could have easily have been intercepted so far. Now Reese Webb going with the box kick over the top now. It's waiting for another good kick there from Reese Webb as well as Emrys Papier. Oh, they can contain himself with that one. Gets it back though, and here comes Emrys Papier now with a little pass inside to Hanko Swanepoel on the Bulls 10-meter line. 2 meters out from the left-hand touchline. Here they come again. It's Klopper taking it up. Sets it up just up over the 10-meter line. Up Papier again. Chris Smith going with a kick downfield. Chase coming from Lionel Marp, who makes a good tackle on Walsh. But Walsh gets the pass out beautifully there to Keelan Giles now. The ball spills out the back though. And here comes the Bulls on a counter-attack. It's Lionel Mapu. Gets the pass out to David Kriel. And David Kriel is going to get another try here for the Bulls. Under the sticks. It's a try to David Kriel. So he gets his try that was denied just a couple of minutes ago. So another try for the Bulls. It's 22 points to 7 with the conversion to come. 22 points to 7 with the conversion to come. The Bulls playing some really attractive running rugby at times in this game and really laying it to bed for the Ospreys. So that's the fourth try and the fourth one for you, my friend. There we go. 22 points to 7 with about 8 minutes to play in this first half. The kick from Chris Smith, over it goes. And 24 points to 7 it is at the moment. The Bulls leading this game. David Kriel with a beautiful little fend off and runs around to score the try under the sticks. What a game this guy's had. Man of the match last time against the Sharks when that last 15-minute blitz from them outplayed the Sharks in that game. So 24 points to 7 it is at the moment. It's going to be Walsh to get us back underway with 7 minutes to play in this first half. 24 points to 7. 4 tries by the Bulls already. 2 conversions missed by Chris Smith. 2 really difficult ones. As a deep restart taken by Emrys Papier. Gets it out to Elrich Low. Elrich Low is going to set it up just over the 22-meter line now. So Emrys Papier won't be able to kick this out directly. Looks like he is going to go with a box kick over the top. Sends it over the top, and here comes Ruan Orkia chasing after that one. Well taken by Nagy this time, but tackled by Ruan Orkia. So Reese Webb waits for it now, gets it out to Morris again. Morgan there, sorry. Takes it up for them. Slow ball coming back for the Ospreys now between the 10 and the halfway line inside their own half. As Webb goes with a box kick over the top now. This is a good chase from them, but well taken by Chris Smith again, just between the 10 and the 22 of the Bulls now. The pass from David Kriel finds Klopper now. They are going to need a scrub off now. It's Karat Steenekamp at scrub off. The slip pass through the legs of Samalani, but he managed to retain it and then kicked directly into touch by Harold Foster. So it will be a line out to the Ospreys right on the 22-meter line. 24 points to 7. 5 minutes to go in this first half. 67 tackles made by the Ospreys to the 32 of the Bulls. 17 missed tackles there for the Ospreys, while 7 for the Bulls. Just a little injury break to one of the players at the moment. 24 points to 7. It looks like they're going to go upstairs to have a look at something here. Not quite sure. No, it's just the injury to the loose head prop here, Garen Phillips at the moment. So they are receiving some attention. They need to start playing, says the referee here, as it's not that bad. So time should be back on any time now, and the line-out will be taken by the Ospreys right on the 22-meter line. So 24 points to 7 at the moment. It looks like they are going to go upstairs to have a look at something here. We haven't seen any footage just yet, so not 100% sure. No, they are going to have the line out. Just a little bit of confusion there. Time is back on now, and the line out to the Ospreys. The throw in now, and it's sloppy from the Ospreys. It's a couple of kicks along the line, but collected by Will Hickey in the end. Now it's taken up by Sutton. Between the 22 and the 10. Oh, the ball spills out, and the Bulls have turned this over. Watch out for the counter-attack now. But Stravino Jacobs decides to kick it downfield, and he's going to kick it directly into touch. So it's going to go all the way back to the 22 again. About 5 meters inside the 22. It's going to be a line out to the Ospreys. 24 points to 7 at the moment. And another throw in coming for Scott Baldwin now. 5 meters inside the 22 of the Bulls. 4 minutes to play in this first half. Baldwin with a throw in. Sutton and Davis. This time it is Ruetz who takes that ball in for them at the back now. Baldwin again. Flat pass to Williams. Williams sets it up about 10 meters out from the try line. Webb again now. Gets the ball out to Sutton now. Right in the middle of the field. Here they come again. Thomas Wheeler. Wheeler nearly into a little half gap now. Here they come. Reese Webb throws a little dummy. 5 meters out from the try line. A pick up and go there from Will Hickey now. as they're still making their way forward, is the Ospreys now, still 5 meters out. Now it's taken up there by Bradley Davis, 5 meters out from the try line. Another pick up and go from Baldwin now, trying to play with the forwards. It's not going to work. They're going to have to start to move this through the back line. Morris takes it up. Here comes another take. About 3 meters out from the try line now is the Ospreys. Reese Webb with the pass out to Hickey with a little step through. It's going to be a beautiful try there to the outside centre, Tian Thomas Wheeler, who gets the try there for them. So a second try then for the Ospreys as we close in on half-time here. 24 points to 12 with a conversion to come. Bulls defense just a little bit too, rush defense really, just a little bit too quick there and exposed through that little grubber. So second try for the Ospreys and a second one for me. Right, so Welsh will take this conversion attempt. 24 points to 12 at the moment. Conversion to come. And not the most difficult one to come for them as well. 24 points to 12 at the moment. Could become 24 points to 14. And the Bulls their own worst enemy at the moment. 2 minutes to play in this first half. As Jack Walsh will try and convert this kick for them. 24-12 will become 24 points to 14 then. So conversion goes over and it's a 10-point game here between the two sides. 1 minute left in this first half, just a minute and a half maybe left in this first half. 24 points to 14, 4 tries by the Bulls and 2 by the Ospreys so far. The restart then from Chris Smith. It's a high-hanging kickoff again. Deep inside the 22, taken by Williams. Fends off Stravino Jacobs, but runs into Elrich Lowe. Now still inside the 22, the Ospreys. Oh, there's a little knock-on from the Ospreys, and it will be a scrum down to the Bulls inside the 22 now. In a very good attacking spot on the field, about 15 meters out, or 20 meters out from the left-hand touchline. So about a minute to go in this first half. As the Bulls now have a scrum about 5 meters inside the 22 of the Ospreys. About give or take 15 meters out from the left-hand touchline. It will be a good opportunity for them, but the clock has been stopped again. So we are going to roll it back to about 30 seconds. 20 seconds in on a minute. So there will be about 40 seconds left of this first half when the scrum takes place. 24 points to 14 this first half here by the Bulls and the Ospreys. Scrum to be set now by the Bulls as we go into this last 20 seconds. Hendrik Nonodi says, the worst rugby Currie Cup final that I've watched was in 1990 when the Sharks won. The Bulls at Loftus was very still, but it was a great day for the Sharks. Absolutely. It was the start of something special for the Sharks, Hendrik. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Sharks were in Division B that time of the Currie Cup. So Division B played Division A, and the Sharks beat the Bulls. Or am I wrong? Right, so the Bulls off the back then, Emrose Papier, Norkia now, Chris Smith. Chris Smith cuts back on the inside. Still about 10 meters out from the try line as the Bulls now. Emrose Papier now, Manko Swanepoel. Penalty advantage coming for the Bulls now. A little slap on the wrist there of Emrose Papier, nearly losing that ball, but still they come now, still 10 meters out, right in the middle of the field. There's on Car now. Emrose Papier back to Gerard Steenekamp, sets it up about 7 or 8 meters out from the try line. Papier again now, Elrich Lowe, and it's Elrich Lowe for the 5th try of this Bulls game. It's 29 points to 14, and just impossible to stop him from right in front there. So 29 points to 14 with the conversion to come. And that was just very easy. Too easy for the Bulls' liking, really. And that's the fifth one. So here's your fifth one, my friend. It's 29 points to 14 with a conversion to come. Vincent Jacob says, come on, Bulls. Stormers did it. You can do it as well. Then Vincent Jacobs also says, oh, yes. So 29 points to 14 as we close in on the first half. It has been an incredible first half from the Bulls. And Chris Smith now just to try and convert this one here real quickly. Right in front, puts his head down and gets it over. So 31 points to 14 at halftime. And it's only one team in it at the moment. 31 points to 14. And we are going to take a quick break, about 5 minutes, give or take. And we will be back for the second half. So don't go anywhere. Right, guys, we are back here for the second half between the Bulls and the Ospreys, and at halftime, it's 31 points to 14 for this Bulls side. And what a performance so far we've seen from the men in light blue. They've been absolutely fantastic. And Giga Chat asked, how is Hanko doing? So Hanko has been playing some really good rugby. Lineouts haven't been the greatest for the Bulls, but it's each time that they try to go over to the back of the lineup where it's been overthrown once or twice. But apart from that, Hanko's had a solid performance, taking the ball up very well and doing some good hard work on the defense as well. So currently at halftime, let's go and have a look at the team performances so far. Wandisile Simalani has had a good first half, apart from the fact where he's just been a little bit over eager at times, where the Bulls could have scored a try with just a simple offload, tried to go on his own and got held up over the try line. But apart from that, it's been a really good first half from him. David Kriel has been exceptional. His running lines are next to nothing. He's solid under the high ball and a great finisher at the moment, scoring 2 tries already for this Bulls side. Lionel Mapu and Daryl Foster showing glimpses of brilliance like they did in the past when they played for the Lions. Stravino Jacobs have had a decent game. Chris Smith and Embrose Papier really playing well at 9 and 10. Just Embrose Papier with his box kicks have been quite solid as well in that first half. Each box kick over the top has given the Bulls the opportunity to steal that ball, with Ruan Orkie and David Kriel really chasing up well to try and compete for that ball in the air. Chris Smith has sent his backline through very nicely in that first half as well, and doing a really good job at the moment. Jacques Groenewald says, Mooi Sibylle, nou gaan ons ver wen. And if you look at the forwards of the Bulls, and especially one player, Elrich Lowe, has been quite exceptional at number 8. WJ Steenkamp has been solid. Nizan Carr has been brilliant. A great comeback for this guy. His first game back for the Bulls and playing some really exceptional rugby today is Nizan Carr. And then Ruan Orkie and Hanko Swanepoel doing well. Francois Klopper, Bismarck du Plessis and Gerard Steenkamp very solid in the front row and making a nightmare for this Ospreys back and forwards, conceding already, I think, 2 or 3 penalties from scrum time. So a very great effort from this Bulls outfit in the first half of this game. Richard Corver says, hi, good to see you. You've been hamstrung by Eskom, but I am here now. Wou net kyk hoe die Babbelaars is vandag. Die Stormers jou laat shots laat gisteraand. Yeah, no, it's Richard, it's revenge today. So the Stormers did get me quite a bit last night, but today it's the Bulls really bringing it to the table for me, as my friend today is on the receiving end. So I'm having to drink one for each try that the Ospreys score. So they've had 2 tries, while the Bulls have had 5 already. So it's 5-2 at the moment, Richard. So it makes up for last night, definitely, as the Bulls now make their way back onto the field here for the second half of this game. And looking forward to another humble performance from the Bulls here in the second half, as it will be interesting to see how many points do they rack up. The Stormers showed that same promise last night, but were unable to really capitalize on the occasion and didn't win by that much in the end. But the Bulls have the opportunity to send this Osprey side packing today, and both teams now back onto the field, and we should get the second half back underway. Remember, the game got delayed by about 30 minutes due to lightning, and with that happening, we are going to start the build-up for the Springbok game a half an hour later today. So, which was scheduled to start at 5 p.m. is now going to start at 5:30. But second half to come. It's the Bulls 31 and the Ospreys 14. So, looking forward to a really good second half here from the Bulls, and already scoring 5 tries to 2. Richard Corver says, in daai geval, go Bulls. So 31 points to 14. Will we see a fight back from the Ospreys in the second half? It is going to be the Bulls to kick off from right to left on my screen here for the second half. And really looking forward to a really good half of rugby here. If you look at the pitch, you wouldn't say that just a couple of hours ago it was a massive lightning and hail there at Pretoria, but that's the weather for you. As we get the second half underway, it's Chris Smith to kick off here for the second half. And it's well taken there by the Ospreys. What does the referee say? No, it's actually been knocked on by the Ospreys then. So it will be a scrum down to the Bulls right on the 22-meter line, about 10 meters out from the right and touch line. Mari Otto says, go Bulls, 40 points to 19. Well, the Bulls only have to score 9 points in that case, Mari, to get to that. Right, 31 to 14. The Bulls now on the attack here. And 31 points to 14 after about a minute of play in the second half. The Bulls now have a scrum down. It will be Embrus Papier to feed this one in for the Bulls. An early second half opportunity here for them as Davis have been replaced by Regan for the Ospreys. Papier feeds this one in. Here comes the Bulls now. It's a big scrum from them, and the referee is going to give the benefit of the doubt to Ospreys, and we're going to have a reset scrum then. As the scrum wheeled a little bit there, it will be a reset scrum to the Bulls. 31 points to 14 at the moment. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Bulls. Right on the 22-meter line, it's another opportunity for the Bulls to go and score another try here as early as the second minute of the second half. What can they do with this one? Embrus Papier to feed this one in for the Bulls. Right on the 22-meter line of the Ospreys now. Solid scrum. This is looking good for the Bulls now. It needs to come out through the back. It's Elric Lowe who picks it up off the back now. He's taken two defenders with him about 10 meters out from the try line. Here comes the Bulls again. It's Gerard Steenekamp. Gerard Steenekamp sets it up towards the middle of the field, 10 meters out from the try line. Here they come again now. It's taken up by Francois Klopper. Papier again, flat pass, this time to Elric Lowe. Elric Lowe to the try line here, just a meter short from the try line under the sticks now, as it's Bismarck du Plessis. Is he over the try line here? He's been held up over the try line. So it will be a goal line dropout for the Ospreys. And what a great defensive effort there from them. Bismarck just unable to get that ball down over the try line. And it is the Ospreys now with the opportunity to kick this downfield from their own goal line. Here comes the kick now. It's Jack Walsh to kick this downfield and into the hands of Chris Smith now. Here comes Harold Foster. No, it's Elric Lowe. Elric Lowe takes it up over the 10-meter line of the Ospreys now. Papier again, Chris Smith. Oh, it's a long forward pass out to David Krill into touch. So options here for the Ospreys, either line up or a scrum down for them for that forward pass from the Bulls. Yeah, massive forward pass there. And a chance now for the Ospreys to go back. Mari Otto asked when does the Springboks and how long till the game. So the kickoff for the game is at 7:30 tonight. But we will start with a build-up at 5:30 today, as more replacements comes onto the field here for the Ospreys. Right, so it is going to be a scrum feed here to the Ospreys now from the 10-meter line inside their own half. The ball pops out the back, and we will have a reset scrum again to the Ospreys then. So that scrum again collapsing from both prop forwards then. And then Richard Corver asked, what do you think of the goal line kickoff after the ball held up? Not sure if it's fair on the attacking team. You're absolutely right, Richard. I personally feel that the attacking team should be rewarded, but they've gone the other way around and are rewarding the defensive team. I think there was nothing wrong with the previous rule where the attacking team gets the scrum 5 meters out. It's a silly rule change from World Rugby, to say the least. Scrum goes down on the Ospreys side again, but they do get the ball out, and here they come now on the attack. Oh, they've knocked it on, and now it's Harold Foster gets it out to Embrose Papier, who's also knocked the ball on. So we will come back for a scrum down to the Bulls then for the first knock on in from the Ospreys number 7. It was Will Hickey who knocked that ball on for them just when it looked like they were going to attack. In fact, it was Jack Walsh, the fly-half, who knocked that ball on. So let's see what they can do with this one. Is the Bulls now. A good opportunity to go on the attack now. Scrum down to the Bulls on a 10-meter line in the middle of the field here. And a very good attacking opportunity for them. Ambrose Papier now to feed this one in. Scrum goes up again, and we've already had about 4 or 5 minutes wasted due to scrum resets every single time. So now, let's see if the referee's going to keep this up, or will he start penalizing the teams at scrum time? Still 31 points to 14 as it was at halftime. The Bulls letting a brilliant opportunity slip early on in that second half to open up the scoreboard in the second. Ambrose Papier then will feed this one in for the Bulls. 6.5 minutes gone in this one. In the second half now, it's Papier out to Chris Smith now. Flat pass to Harold Foster on a loop around. Nobody to get to that ball. It's been kicked downfield by the Ospreys inside the 22 of the Bulls now. They have to recover it now. They're going to run us from their own 22 now. It's a little kick downfield from Lionel Mapu. It's well collected by Walsh now to fly off the Ospreys. Roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Bulls, but it's Bismarck Duplessis who steals the ball on the ground again. Now Hanka Swanepoel out to Ruan Arkia, just up over the halfway lane. Now Ambrose Papier again, back it comes now. On a loop around Chris Smith, goes for a little half cap. Oh, he's knocked it on. And it will be a scrum down to the Ospreys. About 5 meters inside their own half in the middle of the field here. Turnovers conceded, 11 by the Bulls, 10 by the Ospreys so far in that first half and the start of the second half. But it's just scrappy at the moment. Remember, we did have a little bit of a hailstorm, thunderstorm in Pretoria not too long ago. Could have made the pitch a little bit wet. 31 points to 14 it is. And we do have an injury breakdown at the moment as we wait for the replacement prop who's already on the field here for them, for the Ospreys now. So they are struggling with prop forwards at the moment, is the Ospreys. We've had about 137 votes on the poll, with about 45% of the people saying that the Bulls are going to win it by 11 to 20 points, and then 25% said 20 points plus for the Bulls today. So more changes coming on. Mornay Smith now onto the field for the Bulls, as well as Mpiwe Matanzima. So replacement in the front row here for the Bulls. Just going to make sure if Jan Hendrik Wessels are not also onto the field here. 8 minutes played in the second half. It's 31 points to 14 as it was at halftime. Scrum down to the Ospreys now, just inside their own half in the middle of the field. Scrum feed to come from Reese Webb now, the scrum off of the Ospreys. Morgan Morris off the back gets it out to Webb again now on a loop around this the fullback Nagy, who comes in to just short of the 10-meter line now. Reese Webb again, flat pass to Walsh, who takes it up. Still they come back again. Now it's Williams. Back it comes again to Sutton. Just up over halfway in the middle of the field now. It's Walsh with a wobbly pass now. But there's space here for the Ospreys as they take it up to the 10-meter line of the Bulls now. Webb again gets it out to Reese Henry. But the ball comes back slowly for him now. On a loop around Walsh again now. Williams. Here's an overlap for them as they go wide. Here's a chance now. Here's Carls. Carls with a little kick on the inside. That's going to be the bounce of the ball. Oh! Was it knocked backwards, says the referee? Yes. So on the hand of David Krill. And here comes the Bulls on the counter-attack. It is a beautiful takedown. Hendrik Wessels now takes it up to the 22-meter line of the Bulls. Right in the middle of the field now. I think the ref have made a mistake on that last call, but either way, it's play on for the Bulls now. Chris Smith, long cutter pass to Stravino Jacobs, bundled into touch on the 22-meter line. And I think they are going to ask the referee to go and have a look at that. I think there's nothing wrong from the Bulls side. It was just a little knock on, though, in the tackle from... oh, no. That could actually be a professional foul. Well, let's see if he's going to get away with it. Won't be surprised with the way the referees have handled the officiating over the course of time. Well, it is going to be play on, so nothing wrong with that, says the referee. And it's going to be a line out on the 22-meter line for them. Anthony Alfonso says, this is commentary. Thanks, Anthony. I've been watching some FIFA commentary online, and between, trust me, soccer, football commentary is a lost art. Rugby commentary is a king. Dankie vir die energie, Oupa Guru. Who's your Oupa, Anthony? Right, here they come again. And a beautiful little pop pass now as the Ospreys makes their way to about 5 meters out from the try line. Can they get over the try line, though? It's Hickey been held back now just about 8 meters out from the try line towards the middle of the field. Sutton takes it up again. Good defense from Elrich Lowe. As Reese Webb now gets it out. There's the replacement, Jack Regan now. Penalty advantage coming for the Ospreys. A little kick ahead from Reese Webb. How's the bounce of the ball going to be? It's going to go into the hands of Wandasila Similani. So we're coming back for the penalty to the Ospreys then. Towards the middle of the field, about 7 or 8 meters out from the try line. Still about 28 minutes to play in this game. And the Ospreys still on the attack now. Will they open up the second half account here? Tap and go from them, and it's taken up there beautifully by the forwards to about 3 meters out from the try line now. Another penalty against the Bulls. It was Ethan Ruetz who took it up there for them, who did really well. But the Bulls are off their feet. And it's going to be another tap and go. This time it's going to be Morgan Morris. Now it's going to be Ruetz again who's going to tap and go here. No, they've decided to go for the scrum instead. I think that's a bad call from them. They've been manhandled at scrum time by the Bulls already today. 31 points to 14. 12 and a half minutes gone in the second half. And an opportunity now for the Ospreys to try and hit back in this game. Will they be able to do this? Let's see what they do. Reese Webb to throw this one in for the Ospreys. Anthony says, Guru, kinders is nie gurus nie. And then Antoinette Gerber says, hi, Guru. How's it going, Antoinette? Hope you're well as well. Reese Webb then to feed this one in for them. It's another wheel scrum here, and the Bulls will have to be careful because it seems like this wheeling is coming from their side of the field. Well, mind you, it was the lucid prop that slipped there of the Ospreys, and they might have been lucky not to get penalized themselves. So an opportunity now for the Ospreys to get the first points of the second half. The Bulls let it slip in the opening minute of the second half. And Morne Versaghi says, kom vol stryse. Right, so Reese Webb to feed it in. The scrums have been very scrappy today. I don't think personally the referee has done a good job at scrum time today. Controlled at the back by Morgan Morris, and he takes it off the back. Takes a couple of good meters though now. Just 2 meters up from the try line. Reese Webb tries to go himself. Another penalty advantage coming for the Ospreys now. Pick up and go, and nearly over Sam Parry now. Still just a meter short of the try line. Another pick up and go from Morgan Morris. Here they come again through Baldwin. Baldwin so close. Knocked on, says the referee. And they are going to come back for another penalty against the Bulls. So now it's yellow card territory for this Bulls side. Yeah, Elric Lowe definitely in an offside position there. Can the Bulls hold out? What do they decide to do here? Under the sticks is the Ospreys at the moment. 3 points will be a slap on the wrist. They are going to have another scrum down as the Ospreys now. Alfie Visser says, hier noord van die berg skyn die son nou baie lekker in Pretoria. So, 25 minutes to play in this second half. We've had no score in the second just yet. 25 minutes to play. Scrum down to the Ospreys, 5 meters out from the Bulls try line, right in the middle of the field here. And a chance for Reese Webb and his men to get some points on the board. Jacques Renewal says, wat nou? Hoekom maak julle nou so baie foute? Nee man. Off the back, Morgan Morris again now gets it out. Here's a chance now as it's taken up by Wheeler. Nearly got over the try line there. But some great defense from Nizon Carr, but it's going to be another penalty advantage. And I think this is going to be the yellow card as they still play on. It's Williams who takes it in. Still about 2 meters. Oh, he stretched beautifully and he's dotted the ball down for the try for the Ospreys. 31 points to 19 with the conversion to come. 31 points to 19 with the conversion to come. As the Ospreys gets the first points of the second half. And not too worried at this stage of the game. But the Bulls will have to step up. Otherwise, they might be in trouble here. Wait, there might be a double movement here from the Ospreys. Let's just see if his foot touched the ground. There he's gone down. No, he's got it. No, that's a solid try for the Ospreys. So 31 points to 19 with the conversion to come for them. So Jack Walsh now to try and get this conversion over. Right, here we go. It's the third one and the third one for the day. As promised, 31 points to 19 with a conversion to come. Still 23 minutes to play in this second half. Jack Walsh with a conversion attempt now. And that one is going to be going to the right of the sticks then. John Santos says, Bulls too strong. And then Anthony says, ek hoop die bokke stoot vroeg vandag. Hulle net die tweede helfte game toe gekom teen die All Blacks soos ons teen Italië. Dit gaan 'n tweede helfte drop goal game wees, says Anthony. Right, so 31 points to 19 it is here at the moment. The Bulls still leading by a good margin at the moment. As WJ Steenkamp goes off the field and he is replaced then by, no, is he replaced? No, it doesn't look like he's been replaced just yet. So then a restart then from Chris Smith. It's Carl Brink who's on for Nizon Carr as Nagy takes that one in for the Ospreys from inside the 22 of the Ospreys now. Reese Webb looking to go with a box kick over the top from here. The chase is going to come. It's not going to go out. So What a knock on from Similani now. And it will be a scrum down. Well, let's just see now. Quickly thrown in by the Ospreys now, it seems. And kicked downfield by them. And Chris Smith has covered back for the Bulls. About 10 meters out from his own try line. Goes to the kick downfield. And he will find touch. Well, it's not. It's going to be run down here by Giles. And Giles up to the 10-meter line and still going. Now right in the middle of the field. This Reese Webb gets it up. Here's a chance now for Henry. Henry driven back in a tackle by Jan-Hendrik Wessels though. On the 10-meter line of the Bulls now. It's Sam Parry who takes it up. Still the Ospreys come. Reese Webb goes with another little box kick over the top. And that's a clever little kick into touch. About 10 meters out from the Bulls try line. And suddenly the Ospreys are playing some rugby. Alfie says, die bulle sal moet hulle sokkies optrek, moenie op hulle louers rus nie, ons het daarom 'n bonuspin. And then John Santos says, how Brassie is watching. En dan Johannes says, wie gaan die drop vir die bokke doen? Well, that's a good question. Maybe Manny Lebok. So the water break here as we head into the last 20 minutes of this game. The Bulls have let it slip in that opening minute of the second half where Bismarck du Plessis was held up over the try line. But it was the Ospreys who hit back with a try of their own in this opening 20 minutes of the second half. So 31 points to 19 at the moment. 5 tries to 3 at the moment. It is. We've seen 2 beautiful tries from David Kriel tonight. And then also the try from Similani where he just should have passed the ball. So water break done then, and the last 20 minutes of this game coming up now. Who will walk away with the victory here today? 31 points to 19 at the moment. It's still a good lead here for the Bulls. So Similani, 5 carries, 85 meters made, 1 try assist, 4 defenders beaten. So a good effort from him today. Anthony says, says point precisely. Right, so the throw in from Jan-Hendrik Wessels now 10 meters out from his own try line. Throws it in. Oh, it's been overthrown. And here comes another charge from the Ospreys 5 meters out from the try line. It's Henry who takes it up 5 meters out from the try line. It's still coming on. The ball knocked on, I think, there by the Bulls. No, the referee says play on. It's 5 meters out from the Bulls try line, and Zach Berger with a kick downfield. Not to the pass to Mornay Steyn, who puts it on a boot and finds touch runabout on the 10-meter line. I think the Bulls got away with another one there. I think there's been 3 or 4 decisions in this game that I have questioned of the referee today. But again, they're just human. Come on, let's be honest. If it's a big decision in the game that needs to be made, then they need to go upstairs for it. But little mistakes are still something that we can live with at the moment. Right, so Perry now with a throw into this lineup for them. With 20 minutes to play in this game. Mickey T says, hello, Guru from Montreal. How's it going, Mickey? Let me know in the comment section where you guys are watching this game from. Overthrown here by the Ospreys, but it does come back. Oh, the Bulls don't want it, and it's kicked forward by Welsh here. Oh, it's nearly over the try line. It's a save by David Kriel, just a meter out from his own try line. The Bulls caught napping there. It's Jan-Hendrik Wessels now out to Anko Swanepoel, just 2 meters out from the try line. About 5 meters from the right-hand touchline. Zach Berger now gets it out to Mornay Steyn, throws a little dummy, gets the flat pass out to Harold Foster. Foster sets it up about 5 meters out from their own try line. Again, Mornay Steyn now with a kick downfield. And he will find touch roundabout on the 22-meter line. Anthony Alfonso says, welcome, Mickey. See you later. Stay on, Guru, for the main course. Yeah, the box playing at 7:30 tonight. The build-up starting at 5:30 today. We are going to have a look at all the press conferences of the week and then also discuss the team lineups and also how they match up against each other a little bit later on. Barry now with a throw in, finds Sutton, again sloppy from the Ospreys, as Reese Webb have to recover there at the back, gets it out now to Barry again, just outside the 22 of the Bulls. Reese Webb gets it out to Hickey. Hickey sets it up 5 meters out towards the middle of the field now. It's taken up by Morgan Morris now. Reese Webb again. Williams on the inside. Was there obstruction? No, says the referee. Play on. And the Bulls might have stolen that ball on the ground. Now it comes back for the Ospreys though. Now it's a Walsh again. Just outside the 22 of the Bulls. Morris, back it comes now. Back on the inside to Nagy. 5 meters inside the 22 of the Bulls. About 25 meters out from the left-hand touchline. Good counter-ruck from the Bulls, however, and a penalty to the Bulls coming in from the side from the Ospreys. And the Bulls survive another one. With 17 minutes to play in this second half. 31 points to 19 at the moment. Mornay Steyn to kick this one downfield for them. And he will find touch round about between the 10 and the 22 of the Ospreys. Richard Corver says, seems the Bulls have had their shots instead of a good team talk during halftime. Wonder what it was in them oranges. Right, so it will be a line out to the Bulls. Roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Ospreys now. 31 points to 19. Jan-Hendrik Wessels to throw this one in for the Bulls. What a player this youngster is as well. Definitely the future of Bulls rugby, along with Johan Grobler. So the Bulls have to rush this, says the referee. Not happy with the way they are delaying the play at the moment. The line out taken by Ruan Orkia now sets up the driving ball. It's been knocked on by the Bulls. And here they come now. Perry with a kick downfield. Way too hard. Oh, the bounce of the ball might be kind here. No, it's going to go over the dead ball line. And they should go all the way back from where he kicked it. Advantage should be over. Because the moment you kick a ball, it should be advantage over. Let's have a look what the referee will say. Will it be the scrum down to the Ospreys then, or will it be the scrum down to the Bulls for the kick over the dead ball line? Let's see. Scrum down on between the 10 and the halfway line inside Ospreys half. And it does look like from this angle, whether it will be a Bulls scrum down, but the clock has been stopped again for an injury now. 165 votes, 42% have said the Bulls will win it by 11 to 20 points. As the Ospreys brings on more replacements now, it is number 23 on the field, Kai Evans, as well as Ruben Morgan Williams now for them. 31 points to 19. Yeah, Reese Webb done for the evening as Morgan Williams and Kai Evans on the field for the Ospreys. Right, time is back on, and it will be a Bulls scrum down here for that kick over the dead ball line. 24 and a half minutes to go in this one, as Zach Berger will now feed this one in for the Bulls. I'm expecting a moment of brilliance from the Bulls in the last 10 minutes of this game, maybe scoring 4 tries in 10 minutes. Who knows? Scrum goes down, penalty to the Bulls, and another opportunity to kick this downfield to the corner. 15 minutes to go. I'm calling it another 4 tries to the Bulls. Mornay Steyn now. What? Oh, no. Wow. A shot at goal from Mornay Steyn. 31 points to 19. I get what they're doing. It's a 12-point lead for the Bulls at the moment. So a penalty goes over. It will be a 2 converted tries plus a penalty lead for this Bulls side. So it does make sense at the end of the day. But I would have kicked it to the corner and just finished off the game. So Mornay Steyn then with a shot at goal here with 14 minutes to play in this game. 14 minutes left in this one. It's his first kick of the game for Mornay Steyn. And it's roughly about on the 10-meter line of the Ospreys, about 20 meters out from the right-hand touchline. Or give or take 10 meters out from the right-hand touchline. That one is struck and it's gone to the left of the post. So a missed opportunity there for the Bulls. Anthony says, Bulls country, ask Nas Wota. We throw narkies here. Right, so 31-19 it will stay. It's going to be a 22-meter dropout for the Bulls, for the Ospreys there in the kick downfield. Straight into the hands of Mornay Steyn now. Gets it out to Elrich Lowe. Elrich Lowe sets it up to the 10-meter line of the Ospreys down the middle of the field. Zach Berger, Mornay Steyn now. It comes out Harold Foster, Wanasila Samalani. He's going to straighten this up beautifully. Up to the 22 he goes now. 5 meters out from the left-hand touchline. Ruan Orkia now. Sets it up beautifully for the Bulls now. Zach Berger again. Mornay Steyn. Jan Hendrik Wessels. Still just outside the 22 now. Steyn gets it out to Marco Jansen van Vieren. Oh, and I think Elrich Lowe has knocked that ball on. Yes, he has. So scrum down about 5 meters outside of the 22 of the Ospreys now. And it's not been a good half for this Bulls outfit. Not scoring a single point in the second half. And Anthony Alfonso says, alles is blauw. Wynand Rautenbach says, go Ospreys. Yeah, a little bit disappointing from the Bulls here in the second half with 12 minutes to play. No score in the second half by them. A single try by the Ospreys. Possession and territory both going the way of the Ospreys now with 51% and 53% territory. So they definitely look like the better side in the second half is the Ospreys. It's going to be Morgan Williams now to feed this one in for the Ospreys, about 15 meters out from the left-hand touchline. Big scrum from the Bulls, but the ball pops out the back now. It's Walsh, gets it out to Wheeler now, and here they come again on the attack. About between the 10 and the 22-meter line inside their own half. Morgan Williams now. Back it comes to Parry. It's Morgan Morris who sets it up. And the Bulls defense looking really solid at the moment. Now coming with a counter ruck here. Elrich Lowe trying to disrupt him. But Morgan Williams now with a kick over the top. Chase coming. Wandasila Simalani has taken that in beautifully then. Just around about on the halfway line now. Matan Zima sets it up for the Bulls. Zach Berger, back it comes to WJ Steenkamp. Now Zach Berger again, Elrich Lowe. Lowe has had a really good game today. Takes it up to the 10-meter line. Now Zach Berger. Back it comes to WJ Steenkamp on the 10-meter line. Penalty advantage to the Bulls. Mornay Steyn now gets it out to Foster. Lionel Mapu cuts back on the inside. Nearly into half cut, gets the pass out. Here they come now. It's Zach Berger. Zach Berger into a bit of space up over the 22 and still going. Gets the pass out to Ruan Orkia. Right on to the Bulls. And that should wrap it up as the contest between those two sides. Another 5-pointer for the Bulls. And 36-19 with a conversion to come. Right, so that's the 6th try for the Bulls. And it's going to be the 6th shot for my friend today. And there we go. As promised, the 6th try and the 6th shot today. 36-19 with the conversion to come. Johannes Payne says, die Stormers het jou gered, Guru, in die tweede helfte toe hulle begin rus het vir die volgende week se game. Yeah, well, same with the Bulls here, Johannes. I think they are feeling sorry for my friend here at the moment. Richard Corver says, go Bulls. So 36-19 with the conversion to come. It's Ruan Orkia who got the try there for him. And now Mornay Steyn to convert this one here for the Bulls. Less than 10 minutes to go in this game. Steyn with a conversion attempt, and that one has gone through the middle. So 38-19. Remember, I said the Bulls to score 4 tries in this last 10 minutes of the game. Big man says, jammer bedoel Anthony. Right, so 38 points to 19. It's a 19-point game at the moment. Looks like the Bulls are going to go home with this one. A restart now going to come from Jack Walsh, as we've got about 8.5 minutes to go. A knock on from the Bulls from the kickoff now, and the chance for the Ospreys to counter. It's Parry who takes it in. Fender also now on for Hickey. Here comes Morgan Williams. Walsh now on a loop around. Scott Williams gets the pass out now. It's Luke Morgan who takes it up now. Still nowhere to go for them. Morgan Williams again. Now it's Henry who takes it up for them. It's been knocked on by the Ospreys. So scrum down to the Bulls. Here between the 10 and the 22-meter line of the Bulls. 38 points to 19. As Ruan Vermaak also on the field for the Bulls. Decent display from this Bulls side, but one would feel that they would have maybe wanted to run away with this game a little bit more. John Santos says, as alles blou is as jy dalk in die hemel. 38 points to 19. Anthony Afonso says, 3. The Bulls did start well, but in the end, they missed a few opportunities, and the Bulls definitely need 2 more tries, says CJ Neo. Ja, Alfie says, as ek so nou jy luister, klink dit of Roan Orkie baie goeie kapteinwedstryd gespeel het. Absolutely. Free kick from that scrum to the Ospreys now, and the chance now for them. Let's see what they can do. Parry pick up and go from him. He's going to set it up just about 5 meters out from the 22-meter line now. Taken up beautifully again by the forwards there. Fender taking it up. Now Morgan Williams. A little pop pass there from Luke Scully, who's on the field as well for the Ospreys now. 7 minutes to play in this game. Here comes Walsh again. Good tackle there from Carl Brink on him, pushing him back between the 22 and the 10, but a penalty to the Ospreys now. Do they set up another line out here? Yeah, Walsh is going to kick this to the corner for the Ospreys now. 6 tries to the Bulls tonight, 3 to the Ospreys. And a 38 points to 19 lead here for the Bulls with about 6 minutes to play in this game. Can the Ospreys get another try here before the end of this one? About 5 meters out, well, around about 5 meters out from the try line now. It's an opportunity for the Ospreys. 38 points to 19 at the moment. As David Parry now to throw in this line out for the Ospreys. It's going to be, let's see who's going to take this one. It looks like Sutton. No, it's going to be the replacement, Jack Regan, who takes it in for them. Driving ball coming now from about 10 meters out from the try line. David Parry, it's going to be a good maul, another penalty advantage off the back. David Parry now. He's just a meter short of the try line for the Ospreys now. Can they get this out? Morgan Williams now. Let's see what he can do. Gets the pass out to Henry. Henry beats one and over he goes for the try. It's another try to the Ospreys. And 24 points now to the Ospreys. 38 to the Bulls, with a conversion to come. So a 4th try then for the Ospreys and a bonus point. Johannes says ek is alweer besig met napier sap op die bulle. Right, so a try then to the Ospreys, bringing up their bonus point as well. 38 to 24. And in the end, a little bit disappointing from the Bulls, that has definitely slacked down in this second half. A brilliant first half display, not so good in the second. It's the 4th try for the Ospreys and the 4th one for the day. So, conversion to come now from the Ospreys. 4 minutes to play in this game. Fynand Rautenbach says die koeie het maar gesukkel vandag. That kick goes over, so 38 points to 26. And we've got 4 minutes to play in this game. It's a 12-point game at the moment. Pieter Mouten says, yes, Guru, lekker om van jou te hoor hier uit Ierland uit. Dankie, Pieter. And then Hendrik says, the Bulls can be glad the Ospreys did not play with a real team. Yeah, it is true, but the Ospreys can be lucky that the Bulls didn't show up in the second half. That's the difference today. Morgan Williams now controlling that ball inside the 22, goes to the box kick over the top, and the bounce of the ball into the hands of Simelani now. Gets it out, flat pass out to Van Vieren now, gets out of the first tackle now, it's Carl Brink on the charts now between the 22 and the 10 inside Ospreys territory now. Mornay Steyn going with a little cross kick now. Gets it out to David Kriel. David Kriel cuts back on the inside. He's still going inside the 22 now. Zach Burger gets it out to Jan-Hendrik Wessels. The pass to WJ Steen. Come back to Mornay Steyn on the inside. 5 meters out. Jan-Hendrik Wessels now. Wessels a little bit isolated now. Steyn again. Going with a dive at the try line, but not going to get there. It's going to be a try to Zach Burger. Zach Burger gets the try for the Bulls. And 43 points to 26 with a conversion to come. A try to the Bulls again. 43 to 26. John Santos says, easy win here. And it's the 7th try for the Bulls. So a 7th shot for my friend. And here we go. 43 to 26. 2 minutes to play. Conversion attempt now coming up from Mornay Steyn from about 5 meters out from the right-hand touchline. 43 meters is the distance. The probability of it going over 54% with a 52 angle on it. And at the sound of the 7-1 clapping in the background. Johannes Payne says, nice Bulls. Alfie Visser says, 10-3, die 3 soos die uitdrukking lei. The conversion has gone to the left of the post, so the scoreboard stays the same. I think it's 11 tries altogether, Alfie. So 43 to 26 it is, and with just another kick-off, can the Bulls get another try? Andries Stander says, baie geluk, bulle ondersteuners. And then Hendrik says, thanks, Guru. See you, great show as always. Right, here comes the Bulls from the round 22 now. David Kriel on the attack here for the Bulls now. Just 5 meters outside of the round 22. Zach Burger, Simpiwe Matanzima sets it up. Moving towards the middle of the field now. Time is up on the clock here. And the Bulls now running it from the round 22. Spins out a tackle. Simelani. He's on the attack now up to the 10-meter line. Still going. The pass out. Here they come again. Marco Jansen van Vieren back on the inside. But the ball is going to be collected by the Ospreys. Just couldn't get that ball to hand though. And now the Ospreys from just outside the round 22 now. Let's see what they do. Still they come. Piekman says, Guru, help me out here. Do you get a bonus point for 4 tries in the URC, regardless of the number of tries from the opposition? Yes. So 4 tries gets you a bonus point. So a penalty then to the Ospreys off their feet from the Bulls. And the Ospreys looking to get some more points on the board here as they kick it out on the halfway line. Alfie Visser sê, ja, dis nou 11. Ek hoop die bulle maak dit 12. Ja, absolutely. So, an opportunity gone a begging, unfortunately, for the Bulls. Simelani should have maybe thrown the dummy and went himself there. But this time, went with the pass instead. Right, so the lineup taken by the Ospreys now. Morgan Morris now takes it up. And here they come now again. It's Walsh on the loop around. A little knock on from... whoa, the referee just blew on a whistle. that ball was played in an offside position by one of the Ospreys players. Should have been a penalty, but the referee blows on the final whistle, and it's the Bulls 43-26 to the Ospreys. Anthony says, see you later. Groot game kom, kyk 35 kilometer vanaf uit die mooiste Namibia, says Anthony Alfonso. And then PC Gaming says the Bulls can beat any team. So with that, we're going to leave it because we are going to cross over to the Bok build-up in about 15 minutes from now. So thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to click on the notify button for the Bok game a little bit later. So thank you again for coming, and congrats to the Bulls for winning by 43 points to 26. Until next time, guys, this is the Rugby Guru. Cheers for now.